So, this message is channeled through the Most High via the clouds, brought to this vessel you see right here. I was driving back from a short trip to Miami. Shout out to you if you also live in Florida. And I was driving at the most blessed time, honestly, as the sun was setting, and we've had the most beautiful sunsets with the most beautiful cloud work and coloring. And God spoke to me through them clouds at a moment that I didn't anticipate. I was just appreciating the sunset and the scenery and the drive back because it was very peaceful. And that is until I caught a glimpse of this cloud here. This isn't the best image to express what I saw because I saw it from a different angle at first. But you see that image. You see that. And I immediately saw it as two people back to back, duel style. I think they call it like a pistol duel or a Western style duel, where you turn back to back, take a few steps, turn around, and then take your shot. But if you take notice, only one of them is ready to fire. The other, this one right here, looks ready to fire, while this one immediately came through to me as Christlike. Oh my gosh, and I just realized, y'all, guess where the location of this image was taken? St. Cloud. As I'm talking about the clouds, there's power in a name. Always remember that there's power in a name. They named that city St. Cloud, and God spoke to me through the clouds. Dang, I didn't even know when I took that picture. I didn't even know that the location would be there. I didn't know where I was. I was just driving. And it was Sunday at 8:33 p.m. So those numbers could be significant. The day could be significant. Also, I'm being told to talk about the time right now, which is 10:37 a.m. Okay. But back to the channeled message here. Um, Two people, one is vengeful and ready to fire when they turn around, while the other is in Jesus' peace. I was trying to figure out what was it called. Back to back, take some steps, turn and shoot. I came to the conclusion that they're called pistol duels or Western style duels. Let me know in the comment section down below what are other names because I know that they used to do that even like in the Renaissance era or something like that. Um, Medieval times, I could have sworn. So let me know what are the different names for those types of duels. But ultimately, I settled on pistol duel. And the channel is that someone wants to pistol duel with a prophet. And prophet is a term that I don't use lightly. In this context, I just mean someone who wants to be more Christ like. No matter what your belief systems are, whether you are religious or not, we can all benefit from the teachings of Christ. And that's what's being highlighted here in this context. When you feel as though you are being stretched to your limits or put to the test, or they're poking the bear, or you feel as though they're trying to trigger or anger you, you're being called to stretch your peace based in a deeper faith. This is a time where you might be faced with um, a lot of backlash or questioning, whether it comes through extremely harsh or whether it comes through just simple questions that might frustrate you a bit. Or it could just be straight up someone wants to get physical and fight, you know? In these moments, you're being called into deeper peace. And for a lot of you, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section down below. But for many of you, I truly believe that you have already stepped into this energy. You've already done this. It's Tuesday as I'm recording this. This channel message was on Sunday. You've probably faced some battles, tests, triggers just in the time that I channeled this message and now between Sunday and Tuesday. Just in the last 2 days alone, you probably have been tested. I was probably supposed to get this video out before now, but everything in divine time. But you are being called to exercise and practice your Jesus piece. Peace. And that just stood out to me. Peace, and then ace. And I did a pre shuffle, and the ace of pentacles is literally right here, the bottom of the deck. Ace. Ace. This is just the beginning. Ace. Aces can also be known as seeds because it's the beginning. And also I have this this camera battery charger in front of me, and it's called refuel. And the fuel is I'm looking at the word fuel and comparing it to the word duel. There are individuals coming at you in different directions that are fueled by duels. Do not become like them. Some people get amped up and fueled by arguments, anger, fire, frustration. You're being called to take on your Jesus piece in these moments to de-escalate the situation. And for some of you, it can even be a matter of life or death. That's just in the few cases in which it applies, but let's be realistic here. Sometimes people are looking for trouble and they create it. Ace of Pentacles, Strength, the Devil, the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. Whew, to the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Fire, 777. Ace of Pentacles, Strength, the Devil, Seven of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, to the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This really does emphasize a need for structured peace because we're encountering some of the most sacred times, which means that we are experiencing and expressing some of the most sacred energies. But for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So, for just as sacred of energy and beings that are expressed here presently, is the complete opposite, those that wish to do harm. And so, this is not a time to fight to the death because it could quite literally lead to that. And this is not being said to incite or instill any sort of anxiety. This is simply how the message is coming through. Ace of Pentacles to strengthen the Devil. It has major potential to turn into something that we never even could have seen with the Seven of Swords to the Seven of Pentacles. Like, how did it even get to this point? To the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's giving, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. So keep your Jesus peace. Keep your wits about you. Don't feel the need to fight to the death. Seek peace, even if that requires you to walk away or to leave. even if that makes you look like the weak one or makes you look like you lost, so be it. You would much rather prefer that over the alternative outcome. This is a time to keep your wits about you and don't feel the need to defend your character to the death. For some, viewing this, it's literally just that dramatic. For others of you, it's on a lighter note. Just don't get into the social media arguments with people, just learn to let go. It will take you a whole lot farther than you know. I'm being guided to roll my dice, my astrology dice. Ninth house, take the higher road is what that feels like immediately. Cancerian energy. Act like you have something to lose. 11:11 on the timer. Have some decorum. Oh, and the sun. Okay. And God's like, act like you're of me. If you're representing me, act like it. Act like you know where you come from. Have decorum. Keep your wits about you. And just now, I was getting this sensation in the sacral chakra area, which leads me to my activation cards. Let's see what's this. What is this sacral chakra energy that I'm sensing? Wow. Wow. Root chakra reverse landed right on top of the Ace of Pentacles. Don't even let the seed be planted. There's something here about rejecting some sort of a seed being planted. Alchemy, exactly. Alchemize that anger, that frustration into something else. The need to prove yourself, alchemize it into something else. Because if not, this will root itself in danger and it's going to throw off your chakra balancing system. Whether you believe in that or not, it's just going to throw off your energy. I try to respect all belief systems, but we are here on a channel where I am channeling. And so some of the things that I personally believe will shine through. The ones that get it, and the ones that don't. And the ones that do get it are obviously meant to be here. There's no need to be offended by my personal beliefs, as I am not offended by yours. And they who know the most high know that there is no one core truth, but just simply the one that you decide to believe in. Okay? But Ace of Pentacles being clarified by the root chakra reversed. Don't even let that seed be planted. You'll know what this is when it shows up. And I feel like this may show up multiple times in different ways. That's why this message had to come through because, again, these are the days. This is a message that keeps coming through. It's like, these are the days. We always talk about these are the end times. Whatever that means to us, these times obviously are not what they once were. So it's definitely the end of those times, and we're entering new times, a new timeline. And so now it's time to act accordingly.